guys, check out what a good job Jacob's doing it. Knocking down these weeds, bush hogging out in the field with a Sedina / Belarus. Old tractor, kind of a junker. It's made kind of cheap, but it runs really nice. It's air-cooled diesel. We love it. And it runs off of just a drop of diesel at a time. You can't beat the fuel efficiency of it. But he's got all the weeds knocked off of most of the pasture. We're gonna leave this middle section up here because it's got a lot of grass. I don't know if you can see that or not, but got a lot of grass in it, and we're gonna give a lot of seed heads. There's a bunch right in there, right there, and a bunch of clover down in the bottom. We're gonna give them, the horses, probably a week or two, a bunch of clover flowers. So we're gonna give them a little bit to eat off of this section, and then if they don't eat it down or knock the weeds out of it, then we're gonna knock it off too. And then hopefully that'll help the grass grow up a little better. We're planning on getting calves eventually, because we got to make this deal pay for itself. Right now we're just putting hay out for horses, and the kids enjoy the horses, and they're kind of a good deal. They teach them a lot, and there's a lot to learn from horses, but we need something that'll pay for the hay and pay for itself, make us maybe even a little bit of money. So we've got this fence, and that's a barbed wire fence, and we're going to go out there, along there, around over there, back over there, about to there, and then back down to the corner of the property. And we're going to put up a cattle fence, and we've got cattle wire all the way across that section, probably a third of the front, all the way along the back on the west side, and then on the north side we have cattle wire the whole back of the property. So it's just got one section here of a little 2/3 of the front, and then we've got the whole run, the longest run of the property line is about 1,800 feet, I guess, and that's barbed wire right now. So eventually we want to have all the perimeter fence, you know, a hog wire, cattle wire fence with a barbed wire on top, and maybe even electric wire at the front of it. So we'll have some really good quality fencing, but it's a start. Where the fences were really bad shape when we first started out, and the kids have done a whole bunch of work on them, and Dad tries to help out from time to time on the fencing, but that was the deal. If they wanted horses, they could work on fencing, so we've worked on them a bunch. So we gotta go find Jacob another spot to mow before he starts disking up the ground with this bush hog. A little bit disappointing, but on one hand it's kind of nice. Look at how much water we have flowing through there. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but there's a stream 2 inches deep and at least 8 or 10 inches wide. So that's a good little section of water coming down through there. This little pond down here is Ethan's pond. When we dug out the original pond, there were some bluegill still living in there that excited us. They were somehow survived in the mud and survived the drought and everything. So we dug this little pond so we could put the fish down there if we found them. And then whenever we dug the pond out, we couldn't find them. Like 2 weeks before, there was like 8 or 10 fish in there, and then afterwards there weren't. So not really sure where they went, but that's Ethan's pond. Ethan's determined to be the first fish breeder in our county, and he's off to a good start as far as pet fish. He's got some guppies and angelfish, and I'm not really sure what else. But so here's our little stream. And theoretically, this shouldn't be coming out of here at all. This should be coming off an overflow at some point out of the pond. Got some deer tracks coming down through here. They better be hiding next fall. They really do good hiding in the fall. When hunting season comes out, we see a ton of deer. But when hunting season comes, they disappear like nobody's business. So Jacob's low gear now, I hope. And he's trying to hit the bottom end of the field. Just that rough parts around the underneath the trees and stuff. When we get the dozer going, we're gonna come through and doze all that out except Mom's beautiful dogwood trees. She won't let me cut those up yet. But we got a lot of stuff, underbrush here to cut out. Hopefully we'll have the dozer going here before long. Vacation, a couple weeks. We're gonna go out and visit the beach. Kids want to go and have some fun, and that's gonna cut into our productivity, but it'll be all right. We'll have some fun with it. But yeah, we need to get this mess fixed, finished up, stop all the flow through it, and get the dam fixed again, get it seeded in grass, and have water up to the top instead of down the ground level again. Stay tuned.